Mary Whipple.
Hello.
Mary, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes. Thanks for joining us here. Mary Whipple is one of the all-time greats in U.S. women's crew history from University of Washington. And I recall a moment on a dock in Beijing where it was one of the all-time great parties for U.S. rowing and really the entire American team. Why don't you take us through that day?
Yes. Well, what most people don't realize is when we cross the finish line, we have to sit in our boat, sit in our seats, and so there's not one big celebratory hug. But when we dock and when we get out of the boat, that's when the party happens.
Right.
And
right.
That is. It's when you can finally, give each other hugs. You can cheer. They get to grab me, throw me in.
How about that tradition? It's been part of crew forever. Does that get annoying at all?
No, it doesn't get annoying because it means you cross the line first. You only get thrown in if you win.
That's true. Yes, it's the Gatorade bath, well before Gatorade was ever invented.
Exactly.
Yeah, and of course Athens was also another milestone.
Yes, in Athens we broke a 20-year streak of the U.S. Women's 8 going home without medaling. And so we crossed the line second and we earned a silver medal. And that was special because when you go into a race and you're hoping, you're dreaming to win, and all of a sudden it's unfolding into, okay, second's good, let's get second. And then all of a sudden now you're defending second.
Right.
And a lot of times if people, swing for the fences, it can just unravel in a bad way. And I'm really proud that we stuck together, we kept our focus, and we had to execute it to the whole way to earn that silver medal.
And that same day, the men
yes.
also won.
Yes, and then about
2004.
10 minutes later, the men came down and they just threw down and they won.
Yes.
It was very impressive.
I remember that the post-game interview was just as happy a group of people for each other as I've seen in team sports.
I believe it was also a 60-year streak of the U.S. men's 8 winning gold. I mean, they've medaled, but in terms of the gold medal, I think it was a 60 or 64, if I know my history.
Yeah, it was a long drought, and it was really a dramatic moment, I think, in the history of U.S. Racing.
And really, Athens was a building block. I mean,
right.
We proved that we could go there, and we proved that we can come home with the medal. And then we upgraded in Beijing, and that was, I mean, you dream about it, and then all of a sudden you execute a gold medal race, and it's just unimaginable. And
so now get us caught up on what you're doing and what may be next, and is there still crew in your future?
Well, after finishing in London,
right.
and we defended our gold medal,
yes.
that was a lot of stress, but it was a good stress because there were 5 rowers and I was the 6th person. There were 6 of us from Beijing, and I think we knew what the stakes were. And it was almost laughable how stressful it was, but we kept each other in check, and if somebody had like a bad day, we all knew that it's okay, like we're on track. We knew this is going to be stressful, so it was almost like a sweet, like we can handle this kind of, we planned for it.
It's such a spectacular thing for you to have maintained your consistency through these Olympics. Obviously, you know what you're doing, and I'm sure the U.S. crew coaches have counted on you for such a long time.
And it's also our women's team and our women's program, it is so deep. And the fact that you had to earn your seat in there and defend your seat day in and day out, it really took the whole squad to produce that gold medal.
Very intense competition all the way through. Now, what about 2016?
2016, I hope to be in Rio as a commentator or
okay,
as a cheer squad. I'm happily retired. I think
see.
London was the perfect way to go up on top.
And what's going to keep you occupied these days now?
Well, I just started my first day of my new job today. It's with a company called Flywheel. It's an indoor cycling gym.
Really?
There's 2 locations, one in South Lake Union and one in Bellevue. And
wow.
It's great. I get to yell at people still.
Oh, good.
Plus working out with them because I ride with them and tell them what to do, when to do it. And it's quite like coxing. So
well, congratulations.
if you want me to yell at you should come to my class.
There's a whole line of sports readers out there who would like to yell at me. So you'd have to get in the back of a very long line.
Well, let's all get into one class. And
all
then
right.
you could be in the middle.
Yeah, I'll be the tall guy. You can be the short woman. It'll work out.
Perfect.
All right. Mary Whipple.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming back. And we'll let you get on with the festivities. It's going to be a great great evening here at Benaroya
Oh
Hall.
yes, thank you.
All right, Mary, thank you.